This is episode 59, which my wife's going to fix online. And in this episode is our renovation video about everything we've worked on this summer and changed. It was a lot of work, more for Michelle than it was me. But she did a great job. Becky Pruitt did a great job painting it, all our cabinets and drawers and everything. And we're really happy with it. We still got a little odds and ends to fix up, but otherwise it was great, wasn't it?
Yep. Well, it wasn't great doing it, but it's hard. But yeah, we still have some stuff to do, but we'll tackle that next fall. So,
all right. Hope you enjoy this episode. Okay, so our last renovation that we had was September 30th when I bought a new truck. We wanted to get rid of the 3/4 ton because of the weight we were pulling, and we really thought we needed a 1 ton. So we bought pretty much the same truck, only it is a 1 ton, 2022 Dodge Ram diesel once again. So yeah, I got a good deal on it, got a lot for my trade-in, and this definitely pulls our fifth wheel a lot easier, especially when you hit the big bumps in the road. It doesn't move much. So yeah, this was our latest renovation. Another renovation we had was in our storage unit. Okay, so another renovation we had to do is replace the floor in here, and there was rotten boards over on the other side because we had leakage in our slide down through the wall, and it ended up rotting out underneath. You know, I think it was not just that, but that was a major cause. But I think early on our wet bay was leaking, and that caused a lot of rotting down there. We had to replace 2x2s in there. My nephew helped me, basically did most of it. You know, I had to do all the taking out, and he replaced it for me. The other thing we added was this luggage rack on the back, and it is holding our generator. So that's another addition. Okay, so a renovation slash subtraction is we took out our whole outdoor kitchen and we replaced it with a new stove, as you'll see when we get inside. And we had to reroute the plumbing, and then we took out the fridge, took out the TV, took out everything. That's my extra inverter I have now, and we have also a propane campfire that we tried at the beach there. That was awesome. So that is that. Now we'll go inside to see all the renovations in here. Okay, so inside.
We'll start up in the bedroom.
Okay. First of all, every door was changed, painted, has designs on it that Michelle put on there. We spray painted all of them.
Well, we didn't spray paint. We used a sprayer to paint, but
Yeah.
so we took off all the wood. I painted all the dark wood white, and I decided to take off the closet doors. They were mirrored like this because it took up so much room that it was just crazy. You couldn't get behind it. So we took all that out, and then we had the dresser professionally painted to match our cabinets. So it's much brighter in here, and took out the wood surround.
Bathroom, same thing with the door. We replaced the toilet, got a bigger, more full-time type toilet. The cabinet up top was painted, cabinet on the bottom painted, and then you put up new backsplash.
Yeah, and I trimmed around all the floor.
Yep, trimmed everywhere. And same thing with the door. And then down here we had got rid of all the padding around it, the ugly brown padding, and put the wood on there. We cleared out this whole spot, which was a
tore
table.
out the table and then the bench, and so then that was the outside storage compartment too. We tore it all out so we would open it up. Did the wallboard, did trim all the way around, did wallboard here. We shiplap this in a real thin board. We cut into strips and we shiplap that because it's much lighter than the wallboard. And I painted all this white. I got the ceiling painted white. We did the surround in the different wood. Took out the bulky dark wood, things that held the lights. Took out all the balances, hung up the curtains. We did the ceiling mount because I tried doing them in the wall and there's just not enough support in the wall. So we decided to do the track from IKEA to do the ceiling mount. And
took out one of the chairs. There used to be four, and put in these side tables. We got rid of the ceiling fan and put in this fan, which is blows.
And I put
a lot better.
They're called a ventless fan, which I don't know why they're called ventless. Put a leveler there that I got on clearance for like 23 bucks and in the hallway.
Yep. Cut the
Lowe's.
table and chairs at weekends only.
And they're outdoors, so we can use them outdoor. And then in the kitchen, we've got the new stove. We had to get a new microwave because ours was airing out because they did not vent it correctly. They had it vented to the top and not out the back. So we kept getting an error and it kept tripping a circuit. So we ended up having to get a new microwave. We've got the much better oven. And
it's a convection oven, and it's great.
And then we had the cabinets painted top and bottom professionally by Becky Pruitt. And then the pantry was painted too to match in the dark color. And then all the trim. I did the backsplash. This is still a work in progress. I still got to figure this out, but this is a peel and stick. I painted all this was the dark trim. Back here, I pulled off all the trim around the ladder. We pulled out the ladder, painted this the blue, and did the trim. And all this was the real dark. All that up there was dark, the railing and stuff. We redid all that, did wallpaper, tore out the corner cabinet and added this dresser, and it was a perfect fit. Mounted the TV. We put a fan up there. We took down the real dark, we took down the balances, and then with the wallpaper, and then we got the nice dresser now. So people that stay back here, we had these painted by Becky to match all the other ones. And then this is another door I did, and I did it on the sliding door too. I did this different pattern.
Paneling. It's the same paneling we use for the shiplap.
Cutting strips, yeah.
Yeah.
And then in here, so this used to be down lower because it had an opening at the top, and you had hardly any room here to wash your hands. So we took this out, we stripped all this out, and we cut off the top, and we mounted this much higher. We had it painted. I did different backsplash back here. And then this used to bubble out right here. And then the counter was just a real cheap, and the sink was plastic, and it bubbled out. So you hardly had any room because we got the oblong toilet back here. So we took all this out, and I took off the bubble, and I just put a piece of the thinner wood back behind there, and then Becky painted it. And then this countertop was the original counter that was in the kitchen that we had taken out when we first got it. And then we got the lower vessel sink, and yeah. So now this works out much better back here. It's much nicer. So I think that's about everything.
Yep, I can't think of anything else that we did, but it was a lot. Hanging our, just little odds and ends everywhere, and pretty much that's it. But hope you enjoyed this. And here's Samson. So yeah, he's always here still.
okay, so back here, where this is like a hot mess express, there was a corner cabinet here, went like this. Well, I'm going to wallpaper this wall, so I took out the corner cabinet so that I could wallpaper behind it. Then I started thinking, man, that'd be nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a square dresser. So the doors will pull out this way, but so there'll be a dresser there, so there'll actually be drawers, because the corner cabinet didn't really have that much space. We wanted to mount a ceiling fan like is in here in the slide, because it gets kind of warm back there. So here's the ceiling fan. Well, the problem was we took down the LED lights, and we took down that wood board and all that up there. And the thing about it is it was DC wiring, so we couldn't do anything with it. So we got a heavy duty extension cord. We cut the ceiling. We're gonna mount that extension cord up there, out the side of the slide, down the slide, and then it'll plug in. It'll be nice to have a fan in there, especially for when like Devin or Madison are staying with us. My mom doesn't really get hot, but they do. So it just allows us to do a better lighting. So the only thing, you'll see the corner of the cord, and I'm just going to try to paint it white. And we're going to do all new trim along there. Then we'll put the trim back around here. And we're putting another board up, so we'll have another board for the ceiling. So that's why we were able to cut all that and stuff. So anyhow, yeah, it's Hot Mess Express right now.
hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm sure there's going to be questions, so just send them in the comments and we'll answer you back.
Yeah, if you have any questions on how we did specific things, I follow a lot of people like on Instagram and
we forgot
YouTube.
the steps.
Oh, yeah.
So over there, we had cut out the steps. You know, it was always wasted space back there just to store our shoes in. So
we took off that bottom front panel.
Yep.
And moved the plug up so that we could store shoes right there. But if you have any questions of anything that you see that we may not have mentioned, yeah, just reach out and let us know, and I can try to help you. I'm definitely not an expert, but
yeah, it looks like we're gonna probably put out a video every 2 weeks after this one. We don't know. It may end up having to go to every week because we don't want to make them too long. But the more stuff we get, right now we're in Lampasas, Texas. It is December
16th.
No, 12, 13, 40 minutes. Yeah, it is the 16th. Sorry. The 16th of December. It is cold here. Pretty cold, and it's going to get colder, just like it's going to be in Missouri. I don't want to come back for Christmas because I saw negative numbers. And I don't, as a math teacher, I do not like negative numbers. But I'm trying to get away from the cold, and we can't. Going back. All right. Remember, God loves you, but only Jesus can save you.
See ya.